So how in the world does a company, famous for making video game graphics cards, become maybe the most important company on the planet? Yeah, that's the wild story we're going to get into today. Okay, it all kicks off with this just insane number, $4 trillion. I mean, that's the valuation Nvidia smashed through recently, putting it in this super elite club of the most valuable companies ever. So the question is how? How did they pull this off? It's this amazing mix of seeing the future, playing the long game, and, well, making your own luck by literally building the future yourself. All right, so to really get how they have this iron grip on the market, we've got to go inside what they call the AI factory. And the first thing you need to know is it's not just about one really, really powerful chip. It's so much more than that. What they've actually done is build the entire stack, the whole shebang. It's a complete integrated platform where every single piece, from the metal up to the code, is designed to work together perfectly. So let's break down what's in this factory. First, you've got the Blackwell GPUs. That's the raw muscle, the processing engine. Then there's NVLink. Think of it like a super fast nervous system that connects all those GPUs together, making them act like one giant unified brain. And to handle the insane amount of data flying around, you've got Spectrum-X networking. It's like having a private, congestion-free highway system just for AI data. But the real magic, the thing that ties it all together, that's the secret sauce, the CUDA software platform. And the CEO, Jensen Huang, said it best himself. They're not just in the business of selling you the engine parts anymore. They're selling you the entire, fully equipped car factory. Okay, so the hardware is without a doubt a beast. But their real advantage, the one that competitors just can't seem to crack, it's the software. Let's dive into what everyone calls the CUDA Mo. So what is CUDA? The easiest way to think about it is like the operating system for AI. It's the Windows or the Mac OS of the artificial intelligence world. It's the essential layer that lets developers actually talk to the hardware and unlock all that power. And here's the kicker. It's the language that literally millions of developers have been learning and building on for more than a decade. And this right here just lays it all out, plain and simple. You see, without CUDA, a competitor's chip is just a piece of silicone. A very powerful, very expensive paperweight, but ultimately kind of useless. But with CUDA, an Nvidia GPU isn't just hardware. It's a gateway to this massive, thriving ecosystem of developers and applications. And that gives it a much, much longer and more valuable lifespan. And if you need proof, just listen to this. This one quote pretty much sums up the whole strategy. It creates this incredibly powerful lock-in effect. Once you're in the CUDA ecosystem, it's really, really hard to leave. And that's a moat that competitors are finding almost impossible to cross. Okay, so Nvidia built this amazing, unbeatable platform. But a platform needs a purpose, right? Well, it just so happens that the biggest technological wave in a generation is crashing down right now. And Nvidia is perfectly positioned to ride it. We're talking about a full-on AI tsunami. So what's feeding this frenzy? It's a whole new kind of AI, what people are calling agentic AI, or reasoning AI. This isn't just about predicting the next word in a sentence anymore. No, these new systems can actually reason. They can plan, they can use tools, they can research, they can basically complete complex tasks all on their own. And as you can imagine, that kind of thinking takes an absolutely staggering, almost unimaginable amount of computing power. We're talking like 100 times more than before. And if you want to see what that demand looks like in dollars and cents, well, here you go. Just look at the numbers. The data center business, that's the part that sells to all the AI companies, is absolutely dwarfing their original gaming business. I mean, it's not even a competition anymore. The company has completely transformed. The demand is it's off the charts. It got to the point where NVIDIA's own management just came out and said it plainly. The clouds are sold out. I mean, the big cloud providers, they literally can't buy enough of these things. There's just not enough supply to keep up. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle, the big vision. Because this isn't just about selling more chips anymore. This is about spearheading a fundamental shift in how the entire global economy operates. Again, Jensen Huang frames this perfectly. He sees this as nothing less than a new industrial revolution. Think about it. The first industrial revolution was about factories that made stuff, physical goods. He's saying that in this new era, we're building a new kind of factory, an AI factory. And what does it produce? It produces intelligence itself.
And you can see this vision taking shape in their growth numbers, which are just wild. I mean, look at networking, up 162%. Why? Because that's the plumbing. That's all the infrastructure being laid down for these new AI factories that are coming online right now.
And if you think this is the peak, they would tell you you're dead wrong. They believe they are just getting started. The way they see it, the total market for AI infrastructure is going to balloon to $3, maybe even $4 trillion in just the next few years. So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway? Nvidia's absolute dominance isn't just about making the best chip. It's about building the entire engine for the AI revolution, from the silicon all the way up to the code. And that leaves us with one final and pretty profound question to think about. Nvidia is building the factories for a brand new industrial revolution. So what are we going to make with them?